Okay. Hello everyone. My name is Esther. I'm a data analyst, and this is my ninth year in the field. That's almost 10 years, right? Um, I want this video, right, is to tell you everything you need to know about data analysis. What is data analysis? Who is a data analyst? What do they do? Where do they work? How much can they earn? Roadmap, like literally everything about data analysis. So if you've been hearing about it, you think it's something you want to do, or you're not sure what it is, this video is for you. Okay? Stick around to the end. I'm going to simplify the video, and you're going to also have access to this document if you want to. But here, this video is going to actually have more value than just having some slide, right? Good. So, everything you need to know about data analysis. And this is the table of content. We're going to talk about what is data analysis, what does a data analyst do. We're going to talk about the tools that data analysts use. We're going to talk about where do data analysts work. We're going to talk about how much data analysts actually earn. We're going to talk about who can learn data analysis and how can you get started, right? This video is for people who are not sure what data analysis really is. I've spoken about it already. People who have been hearing about data analysis but still confused. Like you just want to learn. You might not necessarily want to learn data analysis. You just want to know about the basics about it. People who are wondering if learning data analysis is actually worth it or not, then stick around if that is you. So, what is data analysis? So, I broke it down into two definition, the layman understanding. Data analyst is simply using information, data, to make better decisions. So, at the core of data analysis, it's actually making better informed decisions. Do you get me? Like an example is this: if you want to book Bolt or Uber, some people check the review. Why do you check that review? The review is actually so many people giving feedback on that particular driver. Why are you checking the review? You check the review so that you can make a better decisions, right? So that you can go with the good driver, the better driver. It's the same thing if you want to buy anything on Amazon or Jumia, right? You check the reviews. The review is a collection of data. Like I'm dropping my review, one data collected. Another person drops review, another data collected. 1,000 people drops their review on a product on Amazon. That is 1,000 data entry. And when you want to buy, you see someone with 1,000 review and you see someone with one review. Who would you buy from? You're going to buy from the person with 1,000 reviews, right? Good. That is how that is what data does for a company, for an NGO, a government, parastatal, anywhere data is being used, right? Data analysis is using data, using information to make better decisions, to make smart decisions. You don't want to buy from the guy with one review because you're not sure if that review was even bought, if it's true or not, right? But 1,000 people can be lying, right? That is it. So you have two options now. You make a better decision based on the data you've seen. So at the core of it, data analysis help you people, help companies to make better decisions, right? Good. Then the professional definition is data analysis is the process of collecting data, cleaning the data, interpreting the data to make better business decisions. See? Decision. See, that's the end goal. This is data analysis, this is decision making. Decision making is the major reason why data analysis exists. Analyzing data, you know, data, you collect the data. For you to analyze the data, you have to collect it, right? So a data analyst will collect the data, clean the data. I mean, cleaning the data is not like you physically cleaning something, of course. You use a tool. You use a tool to clean the data, analyze the data. For what? So that you can make a better decision. So companies make decisions every day. Businesses make decisions every day, right? And they have to use data. They don't want to guess, I just feel like. No, you don't feel. You make decision based on what the statistics, the facts is saying. So let's use OPay. OPay is a fintech, right? Let's use OPay as an example. How does data analysis benefit a company like OPay, right? Know what customer use the most. Let's say OPay has an app. I mean, they have an app, right? Data shows the more people are using money transfer than airtime recharge. So the data analyst working in OPay can see what transaction, what their customers are doing more on their app. Are people buying more recharge card than making money transfer? Are people buying more? Are people paying for electricity bill more than buying airtime? Right? So OPay can focus on improving transfer speed and making it cheaper. If OPay realizes that from the data, OPay sees that 1,000 people are making money transfer than buying airtime. So let's say in a day, 10,000 people made money transfer and only 20 people bought airtime. What do you think they want to improve on? If they want to improve on anything, if their tech department or the team want to improve on anything, they want to improve on what the 10,000 people are doing, right? So they want to improve transfer speed. They want to make the button very seamless and easy for you, right? Yeah. So the result is when they make the what's called transfer very easy and fast, the customers are happy. Imagine making 10,000 customers happy. What would happen to your business? They will keep coming back, right? They made decision based on what. So the data, every data, of course, our data is being collected by different companies, but I'll talk about that later. Catch fraud early. Data shows that one account is making 200 small transfers in 1 hour. Now imagine you working OPay as a data analyst and you can see the data, right? And you see that a company that makes maybe every month the person gets 200K inside their account and then they spend it within a week. All of a sudden, that particular account has been making 200K monthly for the past 5 years. All of a sudden, that account is making 200K transfer every minute or every 1 hour. It's suspicious, right? Why? Data is informing you that. So it's the data analyst, right, that looks at the data and say, this is not making sense. You suspect something here. So you can catch that fraud early. Maybe it's a scammer that is using the account or whatever. You can get that. Decide where to expand. Let's say in OPay now, right? Data shows Lagos and Abuja have the highest transaction, but Enugu is growing fast. OPay can decide to run marketing ads in Enugu or add more agents there. So let's say now, right? OPay, is used everywhere. And they have more customers in Abuja. They have more customers in Lagos, right? And Enugu is still upcoming. What do you think if they want to expand? They will want to run more ads, they will use more influencers in Enugu than in Lagos. Of course, their marketing will not stop in Lagos and Abuja, but they will spend more on marketing in Enugu. How would they know that? The data will show them that. The data of their customers, we have more people in Lagos, more people. Data will do that. So you see, making the decision of how to expand was made from data, not just a feeling. From data. Knowing what customer liked the most and improving on that was made from data. Catching fraud early, right? So that they reduce fraud and all that is all from data. I hope this is already making sense. What does a data analyst do? A data analyst analyzes data. Data analysis is the process, is the entire work itself. The person that does the work is called a data analyst. And what do? We collect and organize data. So we collect this data, customer data. When you go to the bank, you fill in your details, right? When you're registering on an app, you fill in your details. When you go to the hospital, you fill in your details. Your details are information. When you post on social media, you're giving your data out. When you post on Instagram, your picture which is your data, your face, is already on Instagram. That is data, right? Have you ever wondered whenever you're talking to somebody or typing shoe on Google and then on Instagram they're running the ad and you see shoe ad because they've collected your data and say, oh, this person is looking for shoe. So they will sponsor shoe ads to you, right? So they've collected your data. There are so many databases and so many medium of collecting data, but that's not for you to worry about, okay? But we collect data, right? We clean the data if the data is messy. Like if the data is not clean, it's not structured, right? Like let's say, for example, someone typed figure 1, another person typed it in letters, ONE1, and another person typed 1, figure 1. So figure and letters are different, but they are the same meaning. So you have to clean that data. You have to make it one. You have to either use the figure or the letter, right? So you have to clean data, but again, that's not something for you to worry about. Then when the data is clean, what do? You analyze the data. Analysis now helps you to see, okay, we have more people in Lagos than in Abuja or in Enugu. You get what I'm trying to say? Then you create reports, a dashboard, a report, right? So most times when you hear weather forecast or people say, oh, there are 100 million of this people, statistics you hear on TV, a data analyst is behind that, right? So you created reports and then you help companies make decisions. So as a data analyst, you are a superhero for companies because you make them like something that they would have done try and error for. Is this going to work or not? You are going to save the day. You are going to come with your superhero tools and help this company make better decisions. Don't go there. Don't run sponsored ad in Lagos because Enugu don't have enough customers. So let's focus on, like, you are on that table helping them make better decision. So it's like, you see, it's like that village chief that they will make decision without that person being on board. So you might not be the one talking on the table, but your report that you've done is also speaking, right? So yes, you're a superhero. Major tools used by data analysts. What are the tools that we use as data analysts, right? We use Microsoft Excel. We use, for basics of organizing and data and analyzing your data. So you want to, Microsoft Excel is very versatile, is universal. They use it everywhere in the world, right? So we use Microsoft Excel, and then we use Power BI, visualize you see all those charts, all those pie charts, bar charts, line charts, and all that. We use Power BI or Tableau to create. That's a tool. Do you get? SQL is another tool. Structured query language. Extracting data from databases. Database is like where data is based. Layman English, database, data warehouse, right? Where data is stored. So SQL does that extracting, helps us interact with that database. Then we have Python, advanced analysis and automation. When people want to learn data analysis, I see that the first thing they do is, they want to learn Excel. They want to learn the tools. Learn the tools. It's just great. However, understand that these tools are just a means to an end. Let me bring it home. You want to cook food, right? And then you know how to, you know the right recipes. You know how to blend your pepper. You know how to chop your onions. That is, all those are skills. The end goal is not for you to just chop your onions. It's for you to cook a meal, a healthy meal that will satisfy your craving and hunger. That's the end goal. So the end goal is to always help company make better decisions that will lead to more money, more profit, less problem, less everything, right? Yeah. So these are tools you use. Understand this first before, and there are more tools, but these are the most used ones. But there are more tools. If you know these four, if you know three, if you know Microsoft Excel, SQL, Power BI, you are good to go. Then Python can come later. When I mean later, it can even come after 1 year of learning, because with Microsoft Excel, Power BI, you can get a job. Then where do data analysts work? We work in different industries. You can work in tech companies like Google, right? Microsoft, Flutterwave. You can work in banks and fintechs like OPay, GT Bank, Paystack. You can work in healthcare, retail, e-commerce, Jumia, Temu, Amazon. You can work with government and NGOs. Some governments, some countries do census where they count their, what's it called? Population. I know apart from that, those government news where you hear that, 20,000 people are living with so disease, 10,000 people have income within this bracket. All of those statistics you get is a data analyst that is providing that, right? It's a team of data analysts. So yes, you can also freelance and work remotely. I think this is where I like the most because you control your time, you control how much you earn. Yeah, like that. So you can freelance, you can work remotely. How much do data analysts actually earn? Right? Entry level role in Nigeria, entry level role, like you're just starting out. Let's say you've learned data analysis and this is your first step into the field, maybe after internship, right? Entry level role, 200,000 to 500,000. Okay. Then mid level role, let's say you spent at least 2 years, 3 years in this field, 500K to 1.2 million. It can be more, but that's the average. Then foreign countries like US, UK, Canada, right? $60,000 to $100,000 per year. That's around $5,000 to $7,000, $8,000 per month. Do you get? But these guys, you can't compare Nigeria to them. Then if you're working remotely and you're working for foreign, you're earning in dollars. Remotely in dollars, like you're working on platforms, you're getting clients from platforms like Upwork and co. You can earn 1,500 and above. When it comes to earning in dollars, it's really on you, right? It's on you. Like you determine how much you earn because you determine how hard you want to go, how many applications you want to submit every day. Someone might be submitting one and another person might be submitting 10 applications per day, right? So it all depends on you. If you're experienced, you can get 5K to $10,000 a month. I promise you, you can Google it, make research. If you get people that actually do this, they will tell you the truth. Do you get? Who can learn data analysis? Anybody actually. Students, I've even taught professors. I've taught mommies, I've taught daddies, I've taught bankers, I've taught people that are doing a PhD, masters, whatever. So students, fresh graduates, people that want to switch careers, right? That have no tech background, but you want to switch into. I feel like data analysis is still one of the simplest data tech skills you can learn, right? They're business professionals who want to upskill. You want to upskill? Data analysis is for you. Anyone really curious about tech and problem solving, right? How to get started. So if you've learned a couple of things in this video and you're like, okay, I think I want to be here. I think I want to learn data analysis. Learn Excel, basic formulas, pivot tables, then move to SQL. Then practice and learn Power BI, right? Then next thing, work on projects. Do anything you learn, practice it, right? Then join a community and also get mentorship support. So if you can get mentorship support, please do. Build a portfolio, right? So all of this is where like it gets a bit tough because it's either you're learning on your own or you pay for a course. Do you get? I would always suggest pay for a course because if you can't afford it, learn on your own. It's still very possible to learn on your own and get a job. However, the chances of you completing what you started is slimmer compared to when you have a tutor holding you by the hand, right? So yes, we have a community of data analysts. If you'd like to join the group, click on that link. If you have access to this document, click on the link and join the community group. Okay, so yes, if you like to actually enroll and you just say, you know what, I like this thing, I want to be part of it. We have the one-on-one class and we have the group class. Okay. Now, the group class is a 4-month training with 2-month internship. So before you even get out, you already have work experience. Yeah, 2-month internship You're going to have a personal mentor, set up your professional profile, build your portfolio, job recommendation. Of course, you're going to get your certificate. The one-on-one training is the same thing. It's just that is 1 month. Is instead of the 6 months, is 5 months. 3 months intensive training, 2 months of internship, personal mentor. You're going to get a personal mentor. Set up your professional profile, build your portfolio, get job recommendations and certificate, of course. And the one-on-one training is for those who like more privacy. Really, it's more privacy, and the time is more flexible to what you want. Okay, so I hope in this short video, I mean it's not that short, I was able to explain what data analysis is to you. If you find this video helpful, kindly drop a comment, right, in any of our posts on Instagram. And if you also want to speak to one of our team member, you can scroll down, use the WhatsApp button to speak with one of us. All right. Thank you.